Okay, today we are going to start our Code a Hero project using Scratch through CS first. You should be on the main dashboard and you should only have one class. Obviously, I have multiple classes because I teach lots of classes. For the class that you're in, you're going to click Code Your Hero, and then you're going to hit the blue Start button. And this is the introductory video. You can watch it if you want to see a little bit more about the project. And Starter Project is where you're going to open your template. All right, the first thing we want to do is we want to design the costume for our character. So if you're not scrolled to the top, you want to scroll up and you want to hit Costumes. And you want to pick a costume that will go with the person you wrote about in your planning sheet last week. Now, don't worry about skin color and things. You can adjust those. So let's say that you thought this really looked like your dad that you wrote about, but you don't have any baby siblings, so he shouldn't have a baby. That's fine. You can click on it and you can backspace. So I'm just clicking while I have this arrow selection tool, and then I'm hitting the backspace on my keyboard. So you can change things like that. If you remember last week, I shared the example of writing about my dad, who's a firefighter. But as you can see here, this is a woman. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to modify it to look like my dad. I'm going to start by clicking on the head, and then I'm going to ungroup the head. I'm going to click somewhere else, click on the hair, and then I can drag that closer so it looks like short hair. I'm going to click on that face and ungroup it. And then I am going to zoom in. Click on the eye, ungroup it, click somewhere else. Now I can click, whoops, I'm on the nose and eyebrows. I don't want that. There we go. I can click on each of those individual eyelashes and delete them. I don't want to delete the whole eye. I'm going to hit undo there. And I want to click on the eye and ungroup it, click somewhere else. And then again, I can click on the eyelashes. Now, as far as the lips, they look kind of feminine as well, but my dad has a mustache. So I'm going to get the paintbrush, the fill, the eyedropper, and I'm going to pick this gray color because my dad has gray hair and gray mustache, and I'm going to draw his mustache. So now it looks a lot more like my dad. The skin is still a little dark. We are very, very pale. So I'm going to get my fill color and use that eyedropper again to grab the skin color they gave us. And I'm going to lighten that up a little bit. And then when I paint it, there, it's making a little bit paler now. So again, you can modify any of these characters. Let's say that you really liked this one, but you wanted shorter hair and no basketball. It's easy peasy. You can delete what you want to get rid of. You can ungroup things, then you just click somewhere else and you can adjust them. So give some shorter hair, maybe make it even closer to her face if I want. So lots of different things that you can adjust. After you have made your character the way you want them to look, then you want to write your code. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video now to create your character. Welcome back. Now we're going to write the code for the speech. So I'm going to go to Code, and I'm going to pull on an event when flag clicked, and then I'm going to go to Looks, and I need this first one, say hello for 2 seconds. I need as many of those as I have lines in my speech. So here is my speech. I'm doing the script right here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines. So I'm going to need 6 of those say hello for 2 second blocks. Now I need to code it with my script. So the first line is hello. The second line says my name is Fred Allen. So I'm going to double click and type my name is Fred Allen, period. The next one says I am the assistant chief at Sastermain Volunteer Fire Department number 2. Now sometimes when you are typing, it will time you out. So if I start typing and it times me out for some reason, if I click back on it, see how the whole thing is selected in blue? If I go to type right now, it replaces it. So what I actually want to do is I want to click on it and then click again at the end, and then I can keep typing where I left off. So it times me out again, click, click again, and then add that end of my sentence. Okay, I'm going to put the rest in. All right, and now that I've typed everything, the last thing I need to do for the speech is I need to adjust the timings. Obviously, they shouldn't all be 2 seconds if this one is super short and this one's really long. So I'm going to guess maybe I need 3 for this, let's say about 5 for that, 4. This one's about the same length as my 5, and we'll say 6 for this. And then I'm going to check it. I'm going to press the flag, and I'm going to read the message in here as it changes. If I can't read it as fast as it's going, I want to add more time to some of my seconds. If it's there for a really long time after I'm done, I want to add less time in my seconds. So you need to read through and decide how to adjust your timing so that it tells the story well. If you need more help with this, you want to go back to your CS First tab, and the basics of coding the dialogue are right here in this main Code Your Hero video. It explains it started at about the 2-minute 20-second mark, so if you need to look at it there to get a different perspective, that's fine. Remember, when you are copying your script, I am expecting it to be accurate. You should be looking at the revised copy of what I've written, and you should be able to type it exactly as it's written. You might even be able to do a simple select, Control-C to copy, come back over, and Control-V to paste. I also want to caution you about accidentally deleting one of your sprites. If you accidentally hit a trash can, you have about 30 seconds to hit Edit, Restore Sprite. You cannot do anything else before restoring that sprite, or it will permanently be gone, and we cannot get it back then. The only thing we can do is delete your project and start over. So be very careful not to trash a sprite. Have fun coding the speech for your hero.